everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Farrah, and in today's video I'm going to be starting a new vlog where I read my second ever Agatha Christie novel called Endless Night. So I'm filming, spoiler alert, I'm filming the intro after I already read it because when I went to edit the video I realized I didn't really have an intro. So the next set of clips will be me starting the book and my thoughts on how I liked this book. Hey everyone, I just want to check in, a quick reading update. I'm in our camper, been doing a little bit of reading. I've gotten into Endless Nights and I'm really liking it so far. It has this quirky sort of fourth wall or meta element where I feel like the person telling the story, who's Mike Rogers, written by Agatha Christie of course, but he's kind of talking to us, I feel like, and it feels like we're reading a piece of his journal, just the way he's communicating. It's kind of that C.S. Lewis little bit of element with the Chronicles of Narnia, where you feel like you're in the story a little bit as they're telling it. But she's really creating some interesting foreshadowing. There's not a huge amount of plot that's going on at the moment. So we have Mike, who is, he's kind of like a lost soul in a sense. He's kind of just running around, no permanent job, doesn't really know what he wants to do, has like a big dreams for this beautiful house that he wants his architect friend to build for him, and he finds this perfect land in this area that's known as Gypsy Acre. Gypsy's Acre is supposedly cursed. All the local people keep telling him to stay away. There's a curse on this land. Don't go anywhere near it. Trust us. You'll know what we're talking about. But he thinks it's all a bunch of, baloney. He's not buying it. He ends up meeting this woman one day when he's walking around the property. It's like during an auction or something for the sale of the house. He meets her and he instantly falls for her. Her name is Ellie, and they start to build a relationship and decide to get married. So some surprises come out about Ellie and about her family history and her immense wealth. So unbeknownst to Mike, Ellie had already purchased the land. So that's kind of where I am in the book. We keep getting foreshadowing though, and there's some interesting characters we're being introduced to. There's Ellie's best friend, sort of personal assistant named Greta, who Mike instantly dislikes and feels very jealous about. We start to meet some of Ellie's family members who aren't happy with the marriage. But I'm getting this sense that something bad's going to happen because he's writing this story to us as an afterthought. So he'll say things, there'll be things like, and we'll live happily ever after, or so we thought, so something's going to happen. But I am about 50% of the way through the book, and my only real criticism would be to say that it's a little slow, but it's not bad because her writing isn't bad, and it's still making me turn the page and wanting to pick it up. So really enjoying Endless Nights so far. I'm liking it a bit better than Passenger to Frankfurt. I'm just excited to be getting into this author, and I know that there's so many more good books to come. So yeah, I will check in with you guys when I'm closer to the end, just to share my thoughts. Checking in for a quick Agatha update. We are camping this weekend, or this half a week, in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I got a little reading done on the drive down here, which was really nice. Usually I can't read in the car, but I found that for some reason on the straight highways with my Kindle, it didn't bother me. So that was really nice. That really helped the time go by. But anyway, if anybody has read this book, so on the beginning of the ride, I'm reading and I'm thinking to myself like, wow, this is a really chit-chatty book. There's a lot of conversation going on between our main characters, not a lot of plot. What's the point? Where are we going with this? And then I finished the end of chapter 17 and wow, it was surprising. I was really shocked with how she changed the plot around a bit. She really threw one at me. I did not see that coming. Miss Agatha, you did it. You totally fooled me. And so the book has definitely gotten more interesting now. I'm at book 3, so I'm going to pick that up at some point. But yeah. That was good. She really pulled one over me, and she's the queen of mystery. So I'm gonna keep reading, and I'll check in probably with my thoughts. So yeah, I'm about 70% done. So I'll probably just do a last impression update when I get to the end, and then we'll do our wrap up. All right, so we are finished. I was able to finish this book finally. So I was pretty impressed with this. I mean, again, I don't have much to compare with when it comes to Agatha Christie. This is only my second book, so I'm not really, I haven't read a ton of her stuff, so I don't know how to predict how she writes, or I don't see any patterns yet with how she writes. But I guess my overall thoughts would be that this was very, very different from Passenger to Frankfurt. It was a completely different point of view. I liked having the main character in the I point of view. I liked the style of writing. It was almost like we were reading a journal, or, he was talking directly to us. I really liked, I really liked the twist. I did not see it coming at all. She totally fooled me. And what I really liked is that the way it slowly unfolded, I don't want to say anything in case you guys haven't read it, but I do like how she gave us signs, and I picked up on those in the back of my mind. I kept picking up on stuff that wasn't quite right. I'm like, I'm like jotting it down because I'm going to add that in my review. Like, this just doesn't seem right, or this reaction doesn't seem right, but I really didn't predict it. So that was really fun. I haven't been fooled by a mystery in a while, so it was fun to be tricked. I did not see how it was going to end, and so that was great. I guess I would say that the overall plot was a little slow moving in the beginning, the first half of the book. We're getting close to 3/4 of the book, and there hasn't been a body yet, and I'm just waiting. When's the body going to drop? What's it going to be? What's the problem? She really leads you up, and he keeps talking about if only I had known Gypsy's Acre would turn out like this. He's telling us a story, and he's leading us up that there's going to be something really bad that happens. So yeah, probably about at that 70%, 80% mark. Then stuff starts happening, and the book moves a lot quicker. But even though it was a bit slow moving, I just felt like her writing kept me going. It was just, I really like how she writes. I like how she tells stories. So, and don't mind me, I'm getting over a cold, so I have to keep pausing the videos to stop coughing. But overall, I loved it. I'm not going to really do spoilers in this one because if you haven't read this, I think you might really like it. But Endless Night by Agatha Christie, this was definitely a good pick and one that I will remember. So I probably would give this maybe 4 stars because I really liked it. I don't really rate technically super strict, so so this was really good. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The next Agatha Christie book that I'm going to start for October is going to be Halloween, just because it seems to fit this season. So if anyone wants to read along with me, this is going to be the next book that I do for this reading project. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I would love to know in the comments if you're a huge Agatha Christie fan, if you've read a bunch of her books before, if you've read this book before or this book, if you liked them, what's your favorite Agatha Christie book, and what you like about her, because I'm really excited to be doing this project and to just keep going through. There's so many books to go through, so it's something to really look forward to. So thank you guys again for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.